Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready?
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Flushed out right. And incomplete to open things up.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Here's a diving catch right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. Back to Mixon on 1st down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, it's Mixon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. 11. On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
12.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., 48 yards. And the Commanders have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. First throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
12, 12, 12. 11 mighty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Back to Mixon on second down. Gets around him. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I got it. Check three.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking deep here for Chase. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin, and the Commanders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
2nd and 5. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Robinson up the middle. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Howell. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 66 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 60 yards. And the Bengals are able to move back in front. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area and it winds up incomplete.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Howell throwing on first down here. This is caught inside the 15. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there. Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Howell to throw on second down. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Burrow from his own end zone. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
One last shot before the break. Howell. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Here's McPherson now to send it away. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First down, Howell to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Howell completing the quick throw out wide. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit, and Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
The Commanders lined up here. They're going to try for 2 once again. In motion goes the tight end. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 Thomas. 12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv. Tough crowd.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is caught. He laid out and got it. A big pickup of 38.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Mixon will try the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. On the give, here's Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Rodriguez. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Now first and goal. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll run here with Rodriguez. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Handoff now to Robinson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, let's see where they turn on third and goal from the 5. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This for the lead in the final stages. Sly able to put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. They'll come up first and 10 here. Burrow rolling to his right. Pass complete to Higgins. He's across midfield, and he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point of the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now, you're one completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's first and 10. A handoff running left, Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. On third down, Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
His kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here.